Hello and welcome to another episode of Unstuck with Hypnopunk Transformation with Edge. Today's episode is entitled 10 Ways to Increase Your Vibe. But before we do that, I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed to the podcast, be that on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, however else you listen to this, and the people who've left the 5-star reviews on one of those formats and left some comments, thank you so much. That is what inspires me to put out more content for free regularly there for you, so please keep doing that. And to sweeten the deal for anyone that does that, please shoot me an email at mail@LUKEnosisHypnosis.com. That will be under the link, however you're listening to this podcast, and a screenshot that you've done that, and you get a 30-minute power session with me no matter where you are in the world, be that over Skype or FaceTime. And it is a 30-minute session with me for free. It is not a hypnosis session. It is not a counseling session. It is not an opportunity for you to hemorrhage all over me and tell me about your problems. It is an opportunity to have my expertise for 30 minutes, unfiltered and untamed, to help to inspire you to become unstuck in an area of your life, to ascend to the next level in your life. That's there for you once you leave the review, and why wouldn't you? So back onto the topic of hand, which is how to increase your vibe, or more specifically 10 ways to increase your vibe. So it probably makes sense to describe what vibe is, because it can seem a little bit intangible, if you will, but really how I define vibe is it's basically your energy, it's your flow, it's your confidence, it's your positivity, is that fun element of you that you just, everything is just, you've just got this beautiful energy as you wake up on the right side of the bed one day, and it just seems that everything's going well, and there isn't a lot that's changed perhaps since yesterday, but you just feel in that flow state. You're very positive, you've got that confidence going, you've got that good mental state that's going on. I call that vibe. That's how I define vibe. It's that gregarious, that's easy for me to say. It's about being gregarious, or should I say gregarious? Thank you, I finally got that word. I can finally speak English again. It's that charisma, it's that charm that just comes off you wherever you go, no matter what you're doing. And we're going to talk about today how to naturally get that high, so you're in that vibe state more of the time. So here's how you do it. Number one, top 10 ways to increase your vibe. Number one, realize that vibe is about giving. It's a giving energy. It's about giving out that charisma, that energy, that love, that positivity. It's not about being a value taker and taking with two hands, as many people do that are quite miserable. It's about giving, and it's about giving not necessarily money but time, but energy, to make the world, to make an interaction fun, to make it a better place. So look at interactions you go into, whether that be getting a coffee at Starbucks, about giving something to that person, not just your money, but giving them a piece of energy from yourself. It's about giving that wonderful positive energy. So think about number one. First thing is getting that giving mindset. Number two, the second way that you can increase your vibe is exercise. Exercise, whatever that is for you, whether that's just walking, whether that is running, whether that is lifting weights, whether that is doing a Zumba class, a mixed martial arts class, a Krav Maga class, DDP yoga, whatever it is, but do some form of exercise, some kind of body movement that will help to work that biochemistry, so you're just using your body, you're getting into it. It will increase your vibe. Do it, no matter how small it is. Do it. Third way to increase your vibe is talk to someone. Talk to someone as quickly as you leave the house. Within 5 minutes of you leaving the house, talk to someone. Give someone a wonderful experience. Again, whether that's someone you meet on the street, whether that be somebody at Starbucks or Timmy's where you're buying your morning tea or coffee, but talk to someone immediately. Get your voice working. And if you get up early, oftentimes us as guys, our voices are sexier in the morning because we've got that deep voice. So go out and use that to good effect in the world. Use that sexy voice. And ladies, you can use your sexy voices as well. Go out and talk to someone, anyone, within 5 minutes of leaving the house. Someone you don't know, whether that be someone who looks nice on the street, has a wonderful tattoo, or is dressed well, or someone that you get your morning coffee. Have a little conversation with them. Doesn't have to go anywhere. But just giving that gift of getting your voice working, connecting with someone. Number 4, the fourth way how you can increase your vibe each and every day is get some sunlight. Go out there. Recent studies have shown that just 20 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin each and every day can make the world of difference in combating things like anxiety and depression. So go out there. I know at times in my life when I have worked a lot from home and haven't got out there in the sun, it has affected me. So just go out there, just walk around in the daytime when the sun is coming down, whether it be spring, autumn, summer, or even winter. Here in Canada we have crazy winters, but get out there, get some sun. It will change how you feel about the world. So you don't have to go into a shop and get your vitamin D, because you're going to get it from the sun naturally, making you feel better, more alive. Number 5, number 5th way to increase your vibe: get up early. Get up early. I know in my own life when I have gotten up later in the day, I've still got a shitload of stuff done, but just the mere fact of getting up earlier while other people are sleeping, getting up, having that edge on the world, having that edge on other people, having that edge on yourself, knowing that you can be one before the world wakes up. You've got that little bit of edge on it. It can be a wonderful place just to sit in that silence. That's when I meditate in the mornings. I sit in that silence. But just getting up early, getting up about anywhere from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. But getting up and just being awake, being alert, being in the world, feeling that energy makes a world of difference. Number 6, the 6th way to increase your vibe is groom well. If you're a man, you have a beautiful beard, groom that beard well. If you have lots of tattoos like me, groom those tattoos, look after them, moisturize them. If you're a lady, you know what you do, put your makeup on, make yourself look good, because when you look good you are going to feel good and you're going to project that positive vibe on other people. So groom, take the time to cut that nasty hair that's coming out of your nose or sticking out the side of your ear. Take time to clean your clothes. Don't just wash them once a month. Take time to nurture yourself, to look good, to look your best. Because remember, people are judging you within that first 3 to 5 seconds of meeting you, correctly or incorrectly. They're doing it. We all do it all the time. So put that best step forward. Know that you look good, you've groomed, you've taken that time to nurture yourself. Number 7, the 7th way how you can increase your daily vibe when you go out there is have a daily routine. Have a daily routine. Get up at the same time every day. Get to bed the same time roughly every day. Have a meditation or a hypnosis or self-development practice you do at the same time every day. Exercise you do the same time every day. If you work for yourself, time you spend on the internet, have that at a specific time every day. Get that routine going. I know that if you have a 9 to 5 job, then that routine's pretty much spelled out for you. But if you work for yourself, it can be a lot harder to implement the routine. But have a routine that's regular, day in and day out, so your body and mind knows what to expect and can set you up for great success. To keep things regular in your life. Number 7, the 7th way you can increase your vibe when you go out there in the world and just have more positivity, more of that flow state, is take cold showers. Yeah, cold showers. They will wake you up. They will increase your nerve force. There's some recent studies to say that it can prolong your life and your longevity in work. For us men, it can increase testosterone out there as well, which is always a good thing. And it will wake you up. Forget your morning coffee, your morning Starbucks. Save yourself $6.50. Have a cold shower. It will wake you up beyond belief. It's like giving yourself a positive shock to the system that literally vibrates to your bones. And the first couple will be agony. You're like, oh my God, what am I doing? But then eventually you'll get used to it, and it will just be like that oomph that you need to get going that will replace that morning coffee or tea for my British and European friends. the eighth way how you can improve your vibe immediately right now without taking any medication or any drugs is smile. Smile more, even if you have to fake it. Studies have shown that people that have a smile that's on their mouth, that they fakely, if that's a word, put on their mouth for up to a minute, there actually is a biochemical change into your body that tells the amygdala, prefrontal cortex of your brain, that you are happy, so it releases more dopamine and good neurotransmitters that will naturally make you feel better just by smiling. So if you've got something to smile about, and we all do, some of us have to dig a bit deeper than others, then do it. If you've got nothing to smile about, you're lying, but fake it, because you'll still get that biochemistry after a minute that will literally change, and the way that people interact with you will be different as well. Plus, if you live in America, you won't have to get plastic surgery after the age of 40. The eighth way how to increase your vibe. Come off of alcohol. Stop drinking alcohol. It's not good for you. You might think when I drink alcohol, I have a great vibe. And you know what I find? I have too much fun without it. So come off of alcohol, come off that crutch. You don't need alcohol to be friendly, to approach people, to talk to people, to let those barriers down, to be uninhibited. You can do that without alcohol. You don't need it. It's just a crutch. You don't need it. Don't be like everyone else. Come off the alcohol, which is prematurely going to age you anyways, make your skin look horrible and make you look disgusting after times. Realizing that you have to rely on a crutch to be social. No, you don't. You can do it. You can do everything without alcohol. Still have fun. Still hang out with your friends. Still be the life and soul of the party, and you don't need a drop of it if you so choose. And the 10th way to increase your vibe each and every day is to eat clean. Eat clean. Eat clean. That means cut out all the junk, cut out all the McDonald's, all the fast food, cut out all the aspartame, the sweetener that is in soft drinks. They did a study, I believe, with pilots quite a few years ago, and actually what they determined, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but I've heard it from a few pilots and people in the airline industry, is they don't even let pilots drink anything with aspartame up to a couple of hours before they take flight, because of how it can affect your reflex times and reflect and potentially cloud judgment when you're flying those big 747s. But you don't need aspartame. It kills brain cells of rats and causes cancer in their brain cells as well, if you want to read the recent studies on that. But eat clean, cook your own food. If you want to do keto, do keto. If you want to have vegetables and lots of fruit, do that. But eat as natural as you can. Prepare as much of your own food as you can. Don't eat out as much. Eat healthy, but undereat. Don't overeat. And if you find yourself overeating, listen to one of the podcasts. I believe it's podcast number 1, 2, or 3, which addresses weight release. And ask yourself the question: if you are eating too much, what's eating you? When you get to the bottom of that, you get to the bottom of why you eat so much. And an extra bonus, number 11 here, how to increase your vibe. Cut out all the negative people. Cut out all the social media nonsense where you're comparing yourself to other people. Cut out negative friendships that you keep someone in your life just because they've been there for a long time, but really they bring you down. Cut them down. Cut them out. Even if they're family members, if they bring you down, cut them out. If social media brings you down, cut it out. I used to realize when I would look at my phone and be too plugged into my phone, looking at social media, looking at my emails, looking at my text, a lot of times it would bring me down. It would kill my vibe. It would literally rob me of my vibe. So the more I'd cut it out, the more I'd put checking my emails, my social media, my phone to specific times in the day, the more my vibe increased. Cell phones, computers, social media can literally rob you of your vibe almost quicker than just about anything else. And the more you cut that junk out of your life, the more your vibe will increase. I've had times where I have been on vacation and I've just not used my phone, not looked at my phone or social media or the internet or emails or text for a week, and my vibe increases exponentially. It's amazing. Try that. Do it. I know some of you are working like, well, I need to respond to texts and emails of people at work, of clients, or I'm a mother or I'm a father. I need to check in with my family. All right, I get that. So then just have certain times a day where you check in on it, and check in on it and check in on it. I'll say it 3 times. Because that's what they say, that you need to have things demonstrate or hear it 3 times in order for a lot of people to get it deep inside their unconscious mind. So let's do a little recap, not in any particular order. How to increase your vibe. Exercise. Go and do some kind of physical activity every day. Number 2, not in any particular order. Give. Don't look to be a value taker. Look to be a value giver. 3, get some sunlight. Get out there in the light, in the daytime. Let that vitamin D hit your skin. 4, talk to someone. Talk to someone 5 minutes after you leave the house. Doesn't matter if it's someone on the street. Compliment them in Starbucks, in the bank. Get a conversation doing. Work that verbal muscle in 5 minutes of leaving your house. Groom well. If you're a man or woman, groom well. Take that time to nurture yourself. It'll make you look better and feel better about yourself. 6, develop a daily routine that you stick to each and every day, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself. It's even more important. Surround yourself, 7, with positive people. Cut out negative people, even family members. Smile 8 more each and every day, realizing, and even a fake smile will start to change the physiology of your body and the biochemistry of your brain. 9, take cold showers, realizing it increases your nerve force energy and can make you live a bit longer as well. 10, eat well. When you go out there, eat well. Eat clean. Whatever eating clean is for you, whether that's a keto diet, hate the word diet, whether it's eating low carbohydrates, whether it's eating fruits, vegetables, fasting, do it, but eat clean. Make sure you don't eat out too much. You don't eat processed foods, that you cook as much of your food as you can. I believe 11, you might have missed a number. It might have been the bonus one. Stop drinking alcohol. You don't need it. You don't need it to increase your vibe or be a better person. You just don't need that shit. Come off of the alcohol. It just slows you down. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's 10 or 11 ways, because you had an extra bonus on how to increase your vibe every day in whatever you do. So you go out there in the world, you have that good mental state, that more flow, that more confidence, that more positivity. And you have more gregariousness, see, I can say it now, and more fun in all your interactions and what you do out there. Because remember, what you do to the world's going to do to you. It's essentially a mirror. So make sure what you're mirroring out there is good positivity and a good flow energy, i.e. up that vibe. If you've enjoyed today's podcast, thank you so very much. If you'd like a fact list of the top 10 ways to increase your vibe, then just shoot me an email at mail@lukenosis.com. Mail, M-A-I-L, at LUKENOSIS, LUKENOSIS.com, and ask for the top 10 ways to increase your vibe, and I will send that to you. As always, I have been Hypnopunk. This has been another episode of Unstuck Transformation with Edge. See you real soon.